Let me get this big ass grin off my face. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Vinyl Podcast, episode 2. The first podcast that we had went extremely well. Well, for our standards, at least. I'm Scorch, and my co-host is Wish. Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
And this week we have Sky on.
What it do?
We hope to have Sky on every week, just because he's one in their main group. Sky, would you like to give a little introduction about yourself? Tell us how we met you, and such.
Gmod server. That way.
Yeah, I'll go in depth. So after we went on, I don't want to talk about Gmod. A lot.
Last, if you watched last podcast, when Scorch said we met another person on the server after we met the initial 4. Sky's that person.
Tis me.
Yeah. And we've hung out with Sky every day since. So yeah. We already got 7 viewers. I know, not a lot, but you know what? It's a lot for my standards, and I should do pretty good. So this will be up on YouTube, and which will have all of our links of our channels and Discords, and every so often there'll be a Discord link in the chat. So just sit back and relax while we talk about some topics. Feel free to give us some topics in the chat. We'll get to them probably towards the end of the episode. And yeah, so first thing I want to talk about is Star Wars. We're all Star Wars people, considered nerds maybe. I'd consider us nerds considering we know about all the battalions and stuff. But anyway, I would like to talk about the new Star Wars trailer, The Rise of Skywalker. Well, it's about a week old. I want to make a separate video and put it on my channel. I just need the will to do it. I'm very lazy. So what are you guys' thoughts on the new Star Wars trailer?
I'm excited. I think it looks dope. I like how they incorporated the New Hope and all the original trilogy into it.
Yeah, that's true. I like how they showed Darth Maul with his double-bladed lightsaber, then showed that god-awful lightsaber at the end.
I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool.
What is the point of
like
it?
A folding table.
I'm convinced Rey's a clone. I'm convinced she's a clone. And then there's a bunch of her.
That's another theory we can talk about. Well, what's the point of the lightsaber? You can't attack with it. There's no point of it folding. I mean,
There's a lot of things.
Please explain it, Wish, if you like it so much.
Alright, so it folds up to fight one person, but then it goes back down to fight 2. I guess. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
That just takes up time. And
yeah, it does. Darth Maul could at least use just one blade, but
Yeah,
this one
true.
is just this is just a Swiss Army lightsaber. And I don't know, but that's a disgrace. Even though Star Wars has already leaked that it was a vision, and half the things were a vision. So what do you think about the Star Destroyers? I know we're not going in order, but you saw the Star Destroyers.
I'm convinced that everything's just being cloned. That's what I think. I think
seem
that
to be
they're
convinced about a lot of people.
I
don't know about
I
that.
think that they're mass producing Star Destroyers and that they're like cloning stormtroopers again to redo the Republic. Like make it have like how the Republic was with the clones.
And who is the donor?
Probably one of the stormtroopers, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
One of the
gotta
4
be
million
someone
people that they
important.
have.
right, but
You can't just be a rando.
yeah, like Jango Fett was the perfect because he was everything. He had muscle. He was athletic. He had
It's pretty
agile.
cute.
Anyway, any other things in? Oh, let's see. What other things are the trailer that excited people? I feel like
I had one thing. The Darth Vader, blah blah blah, his little breathing thing he does with his mask. I have a little theory that maybe he'll come back as a Force ghost and maybe do something in some way.
you think Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker?
Well, I mean, they're the same person, man.
Well, it has to be Darth Vader if he's breathing like that.
Well, yeah.
Anakin didn't breathe like that.
Well, he did when he couldn't breathe on Mustafar.
But I think he'll be like talking to Kylo or something.
Didn't
Like that.
J.J. Abrams say a long time ago that Kylo Ren was going to go to Mustafar or something? Or
Yeah,
they were
because he was supposed to go find like
some old-
Vader's
yeah.
lost pieces and stuff, like his ring and all that.
Yeah. I guess they're not going to show that in the trailer yet, which sucks, but I'm really looking forward to that just because I want to see Vader's castle. Hopefully it's still there. But
I think they cloned him. I think they cloned Palpatine.
Oh my god, what is it with you and cloning?
I'm convinced. I watched Star Wars Theory, and that theory really popped out
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
I think that's
you
what
can't
happened.
just you can't
Disney
just
doesn't
he
understand
he has like
Here,
a billion different
here-
theories of what's going to happen.
Here's another cool theory I have that all the Force ghosts are gonna be there to help Rey. I'm talking Luke, Yoda, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan,
I think it's just
Mace
gonna be
Windu. I don't think Mace Windu died either. I think he's still alive.
Okay. Well,
You think a lot
as
of
much as I
things, my
like
friend.
as much as I want Mace Windu to be alive, he can't be. He'd be really old. He'd be very old.
Yeah, he would have died of age already, man.
Not
He didn't fall off that
necessarily.
building and die. Seriously.
Yeah, actually, he might
Because,
have.
you know, Yoda died
because-
of old
because
age.
Leia-
He was like 197.
He was 990 years old.
That was close enough.
Yoda was like 900 years old.
I feel like if they bring back Palpatine, which they will, Vader's sacrifice would have been pointless, and the story would be useless. Because
Unless-
like Lucas said,
Well-
Anakin was the true chosen one. Luke was not. Luke just guided him. Anakin was always the chosen one, but
Well, unless what Luke is saying about how people are never really dead, as in they'd come back. Like
but that's what Jedi believe in.
maybe there's like an equivalent. No, I'm saying like maybe there's an equivalent to Force Ghost for the Sith, and that once you get to that, you can come back to a human being
there is.
from that.
The Sith do have Force ghosts.
That's what Palpatine does. He takes on different bodies.
That's what I think happened. I don't think it's Palpatine back. I think maybe his corpse didn't blow up into smithereens. Maybe he found his corpse somewhere and he went back into it through a Force Ghost.
Well, even if so, it would have blown up because of the Death Star.
Fair.
I mean,
I don't know. There's got to be some logical explanation. I
it
don't
doesn't
think
have
there-
to be. This is
I don't
it.
think.
You can't redo it. This is it.
Yeah,
This is the end of
I
the
don't
movie.
think JJ would ruin George Lucas's stuff like that. I don't think he would take that. He said George Lucas was like his biggest inspiration as a kid.
Right, but
He
JJ
also doesn't
JJ
understand
Abrams
anything of Star
doesn't-
Wars.
yeah, J.J. Abrams doesn't. I don't think watch the Clone Wars.
Or I mean, have you seen that video of him talking about how as soon as he released The Last Jedi and people started giving feedback, he knew that he fucked up during the Last Jedi.
he didn't
knew
write
that he
the-
messed
he
it
didn't
up.
do the right Last Jedi.
I know.
let someone else do it.
I'm saying that's why he knew he messed up by letting everybody do that.
Well, remember, George Lucas didn't direct the last two of his. He didn't direct Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, but I mean, he still wrote them.
Right, he wrote them, but
And
no
JJ
one.
didn't write The Last Jedi.
Right, he helped write it, but he didn't. No one was stopping Ryan Johnson, because Ryan Johnson is just an awful human being. He ruined everything.
John Favreau for Lucasfilm president or Disney Star Wars branch president?
Dave Filoni.
No, John Favreau.
Why not Dave Filoni?
Either one, they're both would be perfect.
I don't know who you're talking about, but it sounds.
John
Uh,
Favreau is the guy in Spider-Man: Homecoming. He, what's
Didn't
his
see
name?
that movie. Okay.
Have you seen any of the Spider-Mans?
Nope.
I haven't.
Don't care for Spider-Man besides the black one. Miles. He's also
Yeah,
Hispanic.
yeah, I know.
The
What do you want me to
black
say?
one.
African?
the
African
AAF.
American.
He's also Hispanic, so I don't know. I don't know his race, man. Just saying his color.
He's light skinned. Anyway.
He's not.
I got a joke for you guys while we're at it. What do you call it? What is it called when you beat up an African American? Double A battery.
Ha.
That
Okay.
was funny. Screw it
That was a
off.
stupid joke. Anyway.
Yeah. When you say you want your parents to watch the podcast, man.
Screw that.
Well, I'm ready for disappointment with this movie. Already been
Alright,
disappointed
let's
twice.
let's move away from the movie.
and I'm ready for more and don't see it.
I really
Get
hope
signs and protest it.
I really hope
It's
Ryan
bad.
Johnson's not gonna write the new trilogy about the Old Republic, which is
No, I think Kathleen Kennedy is trying to do that one.
oh really? The president is
I
trying to
I
direct her
think-
own thing.
I think she's trying to do it herself.
That'd be the worst.
It would.
She doesn't
I
know
think
Star
they
Wars.
I think they should just make Dave Filoni do everything.
I don't think he wants to.
I mean, he's insane. He's awesome.
Anyway,
Does he have a mustache?
so moving on.
He doesn't have one. He's not cool.
I got a little mustache going.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I kind of do. Anyway,
No.
I can't stop looking at it. Kwame, please stop. Anyway, oh, what about the new
What
Clone
were we
Wars?
talking about?
What about the
Oh,
new
wow,
Clone
I'm,
Wars?
hyped.
I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for that.
Ooh. Getting all my money
I'm so
right
hyped for
there,
it, too.
brother.
I'm
Type in
automatically
the
gonna buy. I'm gonna
numbers.
buy the Disney Plus thing
Have you
immediately.
seen the Mandalorian trailer?
Oh
That
my
looks
god,
pretty cool.
so cool.
We
That
sound like
looks
girls.
so cool.
What? How?
'Cause, oh my
No.
god, oh my god,
It looks cool. I mean,
it does.
It does.
personally,
It
I
looks
think it's
awesome.
gonna put a whole other twist on
Star
the
Wars.
New Hope era. Like the Luke Skywalker trilogy.
I frankly
I
won't
it's
even
gonna
think
be a
about Luke
whole new
Skywalker.
twist on that one.
Maybe Boba Fett.
I didn't
sex
think
scene?
about Luke
I don't know.
Skywalker or any of the Skywalkers during Solo or Rogue One. I frankly didn't care anything about that.
Solo was terrible.
I just
hate it.
I just rewatched Rogue One actually 2 days ago.
I think Rogue One was actually pretty good.
I like how they mentioned
personally,
Obi-Wan's
I liked
name.
Rogue
I loved it.
They gave a slight hint of Obi-Wan in
Yeah, they did.
which was
And
cool.
I think it's nice to have a little backstory on how they got the Death Star plans.
Oh, can we
And
please
that
talk
Darth
about
Vader scene was sick.
Can we please talk about the new Obi-Wan show that's going to come out?
Yeah, I'm hyped.
I'm so hyped for that.
I
Wait,
mean,
what?
I think they were planning
Ewan
it for
McGregor.
because
Does
Ewan
it-
McGregor teased it like 3 months ago. Said he said that Disney ever offered him a spot again, that he would take it right off the bat, like the second they offered it.
That's awesome.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I think it's gonna be awesome. But the question is, what period? Like, right after Anakin's death, before Anakin, like
They
with
already said
Qui-Gon?
they already said 8 years after Revenge of the Sith.
So like on Tatooine.
Yes. Which
pretty
is cool.
cool.
Because the comics got a
Not
little
Disney.
into it.
That'd be awesome.
Stalking Luke. That'll be pretty weird.
All right. So I think it's gonna take place on Tatooine, which is pretty obvious. But I'm wondering if it's just gonna be straight Tatooine.
No.
You have glasses.
Yeah. Oh, Maybe he'll do his journey of becoming a Force Ghost, like how Yoda did. That'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty cool.
I wonder if he's gonna verse Vader on Tatooine, maybe. I
What?
wonder if I wonder if people. I'm talking about like. I wonder if people are gonna like appear. Like maybe Vader's gonna be in the TV series somehow. Like he's gonna star somehow. Boba Fett
Oh,
might be
okay,
in
okay,
it.
okay. Yeah, that'd be really
That'd
cool.
be pretty cool.
There's a lot
Like
of
to
dead
see a
silence.
bunch of yeah, like to see a bunch of the characters come back and see some background on how they like interacted with
It might even show
Obi-Wan.
Luke's childhood, which would be
Yeah.
really cool.
I think that would be pretty cool. Like
But you
Kid
know,
Luke.
focus on like helping or defending the Tusken Raiders or something, or I don't know what he did in
Yeah.
the comics. I actually just purchased last night while I was in bed the Jedi and Sith handbooks, the collector's edition. So
Really?
yeah, I'm gonna read them both. Then I'm gonna read Tom Sawyer.
While we're on the topic of Star Wars, what are you guys thinking about Jedi new whatever the new game
Fallen
coming out?
Order.
A New Order, Fallen Order.
It looks like it plays the game for you. I don't feel like it'll be. There's no free roam, which is what everybody wants, which is what the new Lego Star Wars is gonna be, which is gonna be insane.
Yeah, it's not a cop. for
It's
me.
not. Is it even a multiplayer game?
No, it's straight campaign.
Mm,
And they already
I'm
played
personally,
it.
I'm
Like,
personally buying it. I'm personally buying it.
I'm gonna buy it too, just because it's a Star Wars game. We haven't.
No,
gotten
I
a
think
good one.
it's. I mean, I think it's gonna be great.
You
Just
do?
from that little like, that was like one out of like the 100-something missions they have, and it wasn't even. It was like a quarter of the mission.
Yeah, but
It's supposed to have like. It's supposed to have like a 16-hour run. Like it's supposed to take that long to finish the entire game.
I want to see the clone troopers. I don't want like evil clone troopers. I do not want to see Empire. Empire is very old and boring to see. You know, I already got to sit through the First Order. I want to see clone troopers. We haven't
I
seen.
wonder if they might incorporate that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
They will.
Like,
They'll
if-
include some like dead corpses and stuff, or like the Order 66 thing. They'll do that, but
What I really want to see is if any people watching this have played the OG Battlefront, I want to see their take on the Camino forces, like the private clone army the Kaminoans made to defend Camino against the Empire.
that would be awesome because I read that comic. Well, and there's also in Force Awakens, wasn't it?
What the
Yeah,
clone
the,
troopers?
the private force, clone troopers.
It might have been.
Or no, it was just a comic, I think. Let's see. We're
I
running
mean,
dead
I'm
here.
excited. I'm excited for all of this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you guys what's God, what is the name of the thing? What else is coming to Disney Plus? I know there's another. It's not just Mandalorian, Kenobi, and
Every Star Wars movie.
yeah, all of them.
Every Star Wars movie. Yeah, they took them off of Netflix and they're putting them on their. Yeah, that's why I'm getting it
Sure.
immediately the first day.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
yeah. Mm,
All right, shifting from Star Wars because we're running dead on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
How's the hurricane down there? Like, how did that Florida
It was
get
not-
through it?
It
Like,
was nothing. Like that. I live on the near the beach, and it was nothing. We got like wind speeds like 60 miles an hour, but there was no rain. I didn't get any rain. A lot, but it looked like it was going to all day. But you couldn't.
I got rain. I got a lot of rain.
Did you see pictures of North Carolina today? They're flooded. Like-
Yeah, I mean, Virginia. It was supposed to hit me like directly. Like, the eye was supposed to hit me in Williamsburg, and it took a huge sharp turn right and didn't
Yeah.
even come near me.
But now New England's gonna get it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's gonna go all the way up to Canada, but it's only in Category 1 right now.
Yeah, I
Man.
mean it's over the water now though, so it might get back up.
I feel bad for the Bahamas.
Well, it's cold water, so
Oh yeah, the
it's probably
Bahamas are
not-
completely destroyed.
I know. Looks like a nuke went off. Really does. They're thinking the death toll is gonna be like unbelievable.
Yeah, I saw a video of it. It was like hovering there for like a day or two. No, it wasn't even moving. It was like a
It
mile
was
per
going at
hour.
1
Well,
mile
not
an hour.
like the winds, but like yeah, it was like going super slow. And it was just like it's like how do you explain like how it was? It was like there's a box and it was just in the box and Bahamas was at the bottom.
Yeah, it's really sad because I was watching ABC World News and there were people like saying, "Oh, you could just smell decay like of bodies," and it's like, "Oh God."
Ugh.
Yeah, they got. I mean, because like if you think about it, half of the Bahamas is like super light shelters because they don't get
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of storms down there.
They're strictly based off of, or their revenue is based off of tourism. So
Yeah,
you know,
But it's not all of the islands. There's still a lot of ones.
there's
Well, there's
the
Castaway
the
Cay, which
Bahamas.
is-
The Bahamas is a little section of the Caribbean.
well, there's the Castaway Cay, which is owned by Disney. Did you see about the how Disney left like a bunch of their like off a cruise? They left a bunch of their non-essential crew members like on the island while during the hurricane, and they only took the essential hurricanes or crewmen back on the cruise to
Really?
back to Florida. Yeah, they left them there stranded, so they had a shelter. But if it got stranded, I heard a story where it was like they put them in a bunker, like over 90 of them, and it was flooded because it was an underground bunker and people couldn't get to them.
That's screwed up.
So if that's a fake story, then sorry, but if it was, that would suck because they would all be dead. But
There's actually a oil factory in the Bahamas that is leaking into the like the waters near Bahama. Like 7 million barrels of crude oil.
Maybe we should take a lighter turn and maybe be a little more happy. This is kind of.
yeah, it's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
I'm holding a knife, so anyway,
What was that CS:GO knife you bought?
yeah, it's just the regular knife, the default.
Mm.
Anyway,
Karambit.
no, I don't have a crab. I got a butterfly in my drawer. But dude, have you guys been like struggling to find a fun game to play? I know I have.
No.
We've been playing Sea of Thieves and CS:GO.
Yeah, you should play Rainbow Six Siege. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'll play with you. That's such a fun game.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get it
It's a fun game. Why, man?
just because I don't want to.
Well, you
Personally,
talk about you
I've been
get fun
playing.
games.
I've been playing Squad a lot.
Yeah, I know you have. We
I know
playing a lot
Gary
of
Smells like
CS:GO.
a popular. Like Gary Smells isn't like a popular game among us anymore, but I've been playing a lot of Mafia RP.
Yeah, I have the content pack to that downloaded. All right, let's not talk about Gmod. I refuse to talk about Gmod. Just because that's what
Oh,
our
do
first
you?
episode was all about.
There's this song that just came out. I don't know if it just dropped it. I'm gonna see in a second if it dropped. It sounds insanely cool. I mean, I'm excited to listen to it when it's fully. I saw a teaser of it, and it's by this like SoundCloud guy, and it's no one's even heard of him before, and it sounds better than 90% of the songs that are out now.
Tripoli.
Tripoli.
No, it's by Adam O.
That's Tripoli, man.
Why don't you guys check out Tripoli on SoundCloud? He's
Put a
paying me
link in the
$1,000.
description.
Anyway. What? Any shows you guys been binging?
I've
really
been
watch
binging
TV.
Supernatural.
Really? I just
Yeah.
finished Parks and Rec, which
I
is
love that show.
insane. I want to rewatch it now. I'd say my top shows are The Office and Parks and Rec, I'd have to say Parks and Rec is slightly above The Office just because that's the most recent one I've watched.
If you guys need a show to watch, I 80,000% recommend Supernatural. It's a really good show.
Is it funny?
It is. I mean, it's not like a funny. It's not like a comedy, but it is. The two guys, like they're brothers, and they're best friends in real life. And they do some funny stuff, and they're always hitting each other and making jokes to each other. It's one of my favorite shows by far, and it has a great story behind it.
It's not about like vampires or something.
It's about just supernatural things going on, like demons, angels, ghosts, zombies, thousands of different unheard of things that they just made up that sound super cool. Like gin that can like suck memories out of you.
I'm not really a big fan of scary stuff. I don't know if it is, but like
It's not
anything.
scary. It's
This guy is such a wimp when it comes to scary stuff.
Speaking of horror, I watched both the Woman in Blacks today.
What's that?
Wait, what's
It's
that?
the Woman in Black. You've never heard of it?
I've heard of Men in
Men
Black.
in Black? The one with-
The Woman in Black is a horror movie about this girl who her kid was taken from her at when she was born, and she was the maid to the family, and the family rose the kid as their own, but she wrote him a note and she died, and the kid died, so she hung herself, and she becomes this ghostly thing that kills kids, just all the kids. That if something happens, just kills the kids, makes them kill themselves, and it's super super scary. Like this family's house was caught on this family's house was caught on fire, and the girl was standing there. So like the story is, if you see her, you kill yourself. Like you just kill yourself. It's in your mind, I guess. So this girl looked at her while her house was on fire, and she poured oil on herself and just burned alive. It was
Why does that sound familiar?
freaky.
Keep turning back to bad stuff. Let's go, man. Get the vibe up. Put on some.
Yeah, it's
sick Triple E,
scary.
man. Oh, I don't care, man. It's scary.
Let's see.
All right, let me. Sorry, topic. Have you guys heard of the drama with like Minecraft Monday and all that stuff? Day 60 and
Wait, there's drama with Minecraft Monday.
yeah, it's kind of stupid, but like, Keemstar is a big peepee hole. If you haven't heard it yet, so you know Skeppy, right?
Well, of course, I know Skeppy,
All right, and you know his French friend A60.
I guess.
So he was teaming with Skeppy, and like an hour or two before the event started, he kicked A60 out because he didn't get enough viewers that 1 week.
Are you
And then he
serious?
kicked a lot of people out. Yeah, like 2 hours before.
Oh my
Some of them still got on and were like just messing with them because he was being like a peepee hole. But basically, a lot of people left, and some people want like the big people to leave, like the pig guy, Technoblade.
Technoblade? Oh god, if
Yeah.
Technoblade leaves, then that whole thing
Yeah, I know
is, like,
exactly.
is
So
gone.
I'm just, it's like,
Because then Fitz and
What
Swagger
happened?
Souls and Hey I'm B.
Carson. But they're still playing. I was watching Fitz the other day, and he said he's still gonna play. Well, it wasn't brought up, but he was just
It's
saying. in
fun,
general
dude. You
he's gonna
win
play.
money just for playing Minecraft.
I know, but you know, Kima's kind of a.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
like
this
Kima.
podcast's been going on pretty long time. This is nice.
Not
Has
really.
it?
It's been about 30 minutes.
Same time as last time, Scorch.
That's true. Chad, if you would like to give us some things to talk about, that'd be cool.
A little Q&A, something like that.
Yeah, a little Q&A.
A little cock and balls, you know what
Cock and ball torture.
Thanks
Larry the
thanks for my
platypus.
parents to watch this.
Play the platypus.
I'm saying? I'll only watch until what Wish says 30 minutes, and boom.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
Alright, you don't have to say the whole meme.
We get it.
What is the
What
meaning
is
of
the
life?
meaning of life? Oh wow. Okay.
Life is a game and love is the prize.
Life is meaningless unless you find
No.
love.
Facts.
That's not true.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
It's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. It is completely true.
I don't know. Money's pretty awesome.
You either die
Yes. Money doesn't give you happiness, though.
by the decay of your own body or someone killing you.
You know,
Kwame just
There's
tipped
also-
$1.69.
Oh my god. Thank you, Kwame. It works. Now
He has
that
a
one
top
dollar,
donation.
now that $1.69 is gonna stay there.
It says a top donation until someone else does it.
Yeah,
I got a meaning of life. Here it is. Kelly
You just-
Clarkson will explain it best.
baby, I've been living in the dark. The only friend.
It's Kelly Clarkson, the country girl who likes to be loud and funny.
Okay, you don't have to. Anyway, give us some more questions, like some more easy topics to talk about. You know,
I'll stop her though.
Sky, stop. You think the Absolutely.
Yes, yes, I
Absolutely.
do, 100%.
I don't want to get political.
The Clintons definitely killed Epstein. Period.
Epstein.
Epstein.
Whatever.
Yes, absolutely.
Period.
They have killed everyone that gets involved.
Epstein.
I saw this meme, and I thought it summed it up completely. It was Epstein.
Wait, hold
was
on,
just
hold
like-
on, Wish.
it was,
Hold on, Wish,
Wait,
hold on.
we got a new question.
Ryan,
What should
Ryan.
I do if a girl is going to die because she won't eat or sleep?
What,
this a girl you
sir? It's
know?
called an eating disorder.
Yeah, is this like happening right now? Because you should probably like text the
I'm
authorities.
not the person to
about that if that's
ask. I'm not
happening.
a doctor.
Yeah, if that's happening right now, Ryan, you should like call the police.
You know, I meant to ask like, hey, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? Not what
Not
should I
eating
do?
disorders, but there.
yeah.
Click that link. Oh, I forgot the org.
Oh my
Wait till
God,
she
Cla-
dies and gives me the body. She hasn't eaten for a while.
She might be anorexic. That's a thing.
Can we not
Meds.
talk about this?
No.
This whole
Anyways,
episode is about Star
anyways,
Wars, and now we're
anyways.
talking about.
anyways, I saw this meme, and it was Epstein killed in his prison cell, and then it said.
Yes, I saw it too. I saw.
And then it said,
Hillary with a mustache?
it said news. Who did this? And then under it was Hillary wearing like that disguise mask.
Yeah, I showed my dad that, and he cracked up.
Politics.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we were driving home from where was I? Somewhere in Georgia, Sydney, Savannah. I was in Savannah, and we were driving home. I was driving home with my dad, and he was ranting for like 7 hours about this. So I know like all of the details.
All right, here I got. What did you do this summer?
I
I was
hung out
with
with
you
my
guys
girlfriend.
the whole summer. You should know that, Scorch.
Okay.
facts. We did stuff the whole summer. The only thing I did was go to New York and go to New Jersey.
Tell us about New York. Tell us about your
Okay,
trip. That's what I'm going to talk
awesome.
about. My trip to
Let's see,
DC.
My trip to New York. It was my 430th trip to New York.
430.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What do you
I
go
have,
there
fa-
for?
I have family up there.
I have family up there too, but I don't go there like every single day
Well,
of the year.
I have a lot of family up there, like 50 cousins.
You see your cousins?
Yeah, I see all my cousins, except the ones in Ireland. I don't see those ones.
It's been like
No,
a year
Ireland,
since I've
pretty
seen
cool.
mine, or one of mine. But
Well, yeah, I mean, we saw a bunch of cool stuff. We didn't go to the city because city. Everybody goes there like once, and then you don't have to go back there. We
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Long
the city.
Island.
I didn't mean that.
No, Long Island. It's like right on the outskirts of
Yeah,
the
I
kinda
know,
city.
but
I was kind of
I know,
hoping
I
for
live
some
in New
city stories.
All right,
Not-
fine.
I-
We'll
what
talk
did
about.
you eat at your
I'll talk
barbecue?
about. I'll talk about Savannah, Georgia. If any of you guys have seen Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, that movie,
Nope.
it's about the
What
Midnight
are
in the
these
Garden
movies
of Good
you
and
come
Evil.
up with?
It's I didn't come up with it. It's a movie about this guy, and a murder happens, and this reporter has to solve the murder. It's a really good movie. And we saw
Okay.
the house that took place in. Like we went to tour the house that took place in. And there's this restaurant called Corleone's, and it was based off The Godfather. It was an Italian restaurant. I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey, you talking to me? Me.
So
you
anyway,
come to my, you
Okay,
come
no,
to my
no,
home on
no.
the day of my daughter's wedding.
I'm the Godfather.
Anyway, that's a movie I've been meaning to see.
I
Godfather?
haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen
You've
it
never
yet.
seen The Godfather.
Nah.
My teacher shows the clip
You're
of
I've
it.
been watching a
disgraced,
lot of mob
George.
shows recently.
Watch The Godfather. Watch Boondock Saints too.
I got mob in my vein.
Anyway,
Connections, you know.
I went to
Body
DC.
bags.
I went to DC. My first ever plane ride. I think I told you guys about that.
How was that? How was your plane ride?
I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. I really did.
yeah,
I
really?
taking off, dude. It was
What'd you
so
fly?
fast.
Oh, it was a rush.
I flew JetBlue.
JetBlue is the best.
Yeah, they gave out
What-
free snacks and free drinks, and they let you keep
Yeah.
the whole drink.
Most do.
Was it
but
was
JetBlue is nice.
it Coach?
Yes, it was just I don't know what to call the plane. It wasn't a 747. It was just
No,
like
no. The seating, first class coach or the other one.
it was.
Like
There was only one
Baggage?
thing.
really, the plane was one thing.
Yeah,
JetBlue doesn't really do that for like short
That's
flights.
pretty cool.
yeah. It was only a 2-hour flight, and
Like, I was
Pretty cool.
going from New York to Boston. It was only 45 minutes.
yeah,
From
it's
Boston to New York. So
it was really cool. We got to New York. Of course, my anxiety went up because I'm in a new place.
wait, you went to New York?
Did I say New York? I meant DC.
Yeah,
I got to DC. The airport was really nice. It was beautiful. It was Ronald Reagan Airport, and yeah, it was really cool. Then we got out taxi ride. It was scarier than the plane ride, because I've never been
Why?
in a city where like I'm guessing it's the same way in New York, but taxi
Pretty
drivers
similar.
are just like it's a roller coaster. Like, how did you cut that guy off? How did you even fit in that space? We're in a minivan, and it was just
Oh.
we got to the place. Dude, my hair was back, bro. I was like, my eyes, I looked like I did like heroin. And we got to our Airbnb, and this place was really nice. And houses there are expensive as hell. $1 million for just
Most
like
cities are.
well, right. I remember I'm not in a huge city. The closest I lived to was Orlando, and Orlando's nothing like that.
What?
Actually, got a bad basketball team.
What are you going to college for? Like, what are you majoring in?
I communications, and then probably social media or broadcasting, because as I
That's
work
pretty
at a radio
Oh,
station.
so you want to do podcast stuff, like? when you
Yes,
grow up,
absolutely. This is a start for me.
when you graduate. Nice.
But
Nice.
I got there.
Personally, I'm
we-
going to
we-
college for.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to college for.
Just cut 'em off.
I was talking Scorch.
Yeah, but we were talking
God.
about my trip to DC,
Yeah, I
not
see.
what did we want to do to college.
I was gonna
Okay,
talk
fine.
about
Continue,
something
continue.
too.
I'll talk about you.
All right. Anyway, we're in a place called Martin Luther King, which is generally an African American area, but it wasn't poor or anything. It was anything but that. It was beautiful. It was directly downtown. Because there's different, like, I don't want to say districts there, but there's different like places like, oh, there's the business district or whatever, you know. And it was the first time I ever been on a train or a tram, whatever
Really?
you call them,
Pretty cool.
subway.
Subways?
Yeah, it was insane. It was so
Metro.
cool. Metro, and
Subway's a food place.
There's subways. What? What are you talking about?
no, it was a metro, and yeah, it was crazy. Just getting to one place across the city in like 2 minutes. It's insane. I've never had something like that. I just felt. My parents are like, "Ooh, wow, this is so cool." I just felt like I belonged there. Like, all right, let's just do this, you know? Like, I felt like if I lived there, I could like, this is cool. You don't need a car, you know. You walk around
But you need
everywhere.
to know you need to know the routes. for
I
where you-
know every route the second day we got there.
You did.
Yeah, my parents kept looking at maps and stuff, and I'm like, all right, you take the yellow train and take the silver train, then take the blue line train, and then you're at the Pentagon, and like it's easy. But yeah, the restaurants there were insane. They were really good. We went to the Hard Rock, which for lunch, which was really good. The first day we got there, we kind of chilled in our Airbnb the first day we got there because we got there in the afternoon. So the second day we did everything. We went to Lincoln Memorial. The Washington Monument was closed, sadly. which sucks because I really wanted to go up in it. But a lot of things are actually under construction. I walked by Nancy Pelosi's office, gave it the finger, and walked away. Um, Thomas, I would say, Thomas Jefferson was way ahead of his time. He like I read all of his things. His memorial was insane. It was awesome. But I'm not gonna get into that. I actually got some coins right here from because I thought this was cool to get. Just got some big ass coins. Anyway,
They're
no.
huge.
Wow.
Anyway, I thought DC was really cool, and on the way back, I was kind of like, I'm back here in my small town, and it's like, wow, it's such a change for staying here for a week in a big city, and it's like, but I don't know how people live, or like there. It's so expensive. Like there's a lot of homeless people there, and there's a lot
There's
of
a
like,
lot of homeless people
like
everywhere. It's crazy.
it's like
Yeah.
where do they stay? My dad and mom are like, oh, they probably just like a lot of like, not, I don't want to say gangs, like not like shoot gangs, but like they probably just kind of like stay together, like in the same house, like they share.
Yeah.
Wolf packs.
What I've always wanted to do, like this is a life goal for me, is I want to be able to get enough money to where, without having a significant dividend in my spendings and my livable salary, I want to be able to build like a little establishment where homeless veterans can go. Because, in my opinion, if you serve the country and just get disrespected, as in you don't even have a home when you come back, I feel that that's just wrong.
Well, then you should take up government, something like that.
Yeah,
That's the fast, easiest way to do it. You're not
be
gonna
in the
get that
government.
much.
I mean,
Yeah,
but that's the whole thing. Is that I personally, one of my life goals is to build like a thing, like a neighborhood, like a high class, not like high class, but like just a neighborhood where it's only open to veterans who don't have homes, and they just get to move in, just get to live there, so they don't not homeless anymore.
I
But
would
that
like
would take government money. That wouldn't just be your money, because that would be way too much money. You'd have to be like Bill Gates or someone.
Yeah, well, that's the whole issue I'm having.
I would like to be the point where I can invest and I never have to worry about money. Like money will never be a problem. I'll have buttloads of it. Like not saying, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Like I want to be always financially stable enough to like get things that I want, but also live and pay my bills. Like
Exactly. Like I don't want to be. Like, I mean, if I had the option to be a millionaire, I'd take it. But if I don't end up being a millionaire when I, graduate college and get a job, I mean, if as long as I have the things that I love and that I have a nice little home and I enjoy life, then I could care less how much money I have.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
pretty cool. I'm gonna go back to that taxi thing you were talking about.
Yeah, facts.
yeah, dude.
Because I had a little thing. So last summer, actually, I was in London for a vacation in England, around that
Lucky
area.
you.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And once we got there, we had to go in a taxi. And let me just tell you, it being on a different side of the road and all, I thought we were gonna crash every single turn he made.
Really?
You would have been crazy.
Did he
with
know what
your-
he was
whatever you
doing?
have. He definitely knew what he was doing. It was just different because he was on the different side of the road.
Yeah.
The steering wheel was on the other side of the road, and everyone was turning. It's like different.
Did you stay in an Airbnb or hotel?
And then the next two cities, we had a hotel. But my dad actually got a car and drove himself on the highway from London to the other cities, which was,
Nice.
he almost went off the road a couple times, but it was pretty cool, I guess.
I would love to, going back to the financial thing or something, I would love to get like a group of friends and stay in a house together and
Yeah.
just like a nice house, not like one of these, not one of these little houses and stuff, like not an
The only
apartment.
problem with that is like usually doesn't last because people need their privacy and
Right.
What are you gonna do in a house full of guys? Where are you gonna bring people? Where are you gonna hang out with your family? Where are you gonna, do
I
the?
just feel like I would stress myself. I would love to stay like by myself, but I feel
Like
like I
a
would never
different.
get the drive to do anything. You know, like
If you were in like a same city and you guys maybe had like apartments near each other, that wouldn't be so bad. I mean,
yeah,
the same house though, I don't know. That seems kind of like it doesn't work because obviously the Misfits don't have a house together anymore because it
So
just didn't
yeah,
work out.
I've always
oh
wanted
yeah,
to do
that's
that.
right.
I've always wanted to do that. Like what like how the Misfits had a house where they had all the
For
friends.
a year.
I've
Yeah.
always wanted to do that.
Yeah,
I've always
same.
wanted to do that.
Well, they had a mansion.
Even if it is just for a year. Even if it is just for, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a mansion. Like 2 stories, 7 bedrooms. I mean, like even if it is just for a year, that'd be an awesome experience. Just to have your 7 best friends in a house.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, since Wish failed to deliver on his New York City stories,
I told you my New York City story. I wasn't in
no,
this.
you
I
didn't.
wasn't in the city.
You told you your Long Island stories. Long
I wasn't
Island
in the
doesn't
city.
count. Long Island is the suburbs. It's not a city, man. I've been to the city a lot of times. I got family down there.
So have
We're
I.
actually moving back up, and sooner than later. And also Boston. Out of the two, I think Boston's a little nicer, but I like them the same basically. But New York, Brooklyn is where I usually go. I don't really stay in the city that much, like the Manhattan area downtown. I've only been there a handful of times, and I didn't really like it. Brooklyn, on the other hand, is very nice. I mean, some parts obviously aren't the best, but where my family is, it's very nice. You can walk down the street and go to this place called Industry City, which is like just these big buildings with food and art, and in the middle they have like rolling rinks or whatever. What do you call them with the roller blades? So there's a lot of hippies there, but it's pretty cool. The food is also pretty good. They got this barbecue place called Hometown Barbecue. It was on like a food TV show, and it's just the best. They got like lunch trays, and you
Nice.
can just get piles and piles of brisket. And
Where do you live? You live in
steak.
Boston, near Boston?
No, I live Albany, which is the
Oh.
capital of New York.
Yeah. Okay.
Where?
So it's about 3 hours
Albany, New York.
from New York and 3 hours from Boston. It's in the middle. It's where the Hudson
Wait,
meets with the
where do
North.
you live? Wait, what state do you live in?
Albany.
Albany. It's
That's
okay
not a
sized city.
state.
No one said it was a state.
I said, what state do you live in? And yo, like Albany.
You didn't say anything.
I did. I said,
It
what
was-
state do you live in?
I think it was Scorch who said it.
I said that.
What meant
No,
to say
well, I
that?
didn't hear you, but New York is the state that I live in.
New York is
Oh,
the city.
really? Actually, I think I have family in Albany.
England is my city.
Probably do. So where a lot of the immigrants went from
Yeah,
Ireland,
well,
and
yeah, I was like, most of my family's Irish immigrants, so.
there's a lot
Alright.
of people up here.
Are
We got a whole
we?
town full of them, and Italians.
Are we
Coming
get-
up on like
getting-
50 minutes.
Yeah. Should we
Yeah, I think this is a good time to
wrap
I
it?
mean,
end episode 2, yeah.
There, we can always next week. There's more stuff we can talk about.
Yeah, we could talk more on the next stream.
This is a very jumbled podcast. There's just we talked about Star Wars for a while, like anorexia for about a minute.
eating disorders.
And we talked about our vacations
Destruction in
this
the
summer and
Bahamas.
last summer for a good time. So yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
stick till next Friday. Right? Next Friday for the next podcast, and this will be uploaded on
And
YouTube.
just let everybody know, the podcasts go out on YouTube on Sundays, just because I take a look at it and it takes a while to upload because they're so long. So
Yeah.
most of the Saturday I'm uploading it and making a little bit of changes to it.
All right. You
That's
guys will
pretty
say
cool.
bye.
Bye.
Nice.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
At Wiedersehen.